All right, about 5 years ago, I picked up this Dean V Select in classic black. It's left-handed. It's probably the first and only set neck left-handed flying V model or V model that Dean will ever make. That's not USA exorbitant prices. Um, I love this thing. One of my dream guitars. My hero Rick Emmett played one back in the 80s, uh, before my time, but YouTube lets you watch those things now. The pickups that I put in this are Dean branded pickups. This one in the neck here, I forget what it's called, but it's basically just Dean branded PAF style USA pickups. And then the bridge pickup, which is not currently in there right now, you can see my little camera feed right there, is from a maker on eBay called Guitar Madness, and this is their neodymium pickup. I had it in my PRS for a while. It's very high output, nice, sounds good. The issue is that what I had before this was this pickup, which is another Dean one. I have it in a cat food, part of a cat food box, but it's the DMT Time Capsule, which is, I believe it's Dean's rendition of a DiMarzio Super Distortion. I really like the sound of this pickup in this guitar's bridge, but about a year ago, Time Capsule went out on me. I just thought the pickup was dead. I was honestly gonna trash it, but then not too long ago I did this to it. I wired it up. Thankfully I saw something out of the corner of my eye, heard something out of the corner of my ear. Someone was commenting on the north and south of the coil that you would not be splitting and how you normally solder and tape them off. I had the two ends taped off. I did not have them soldered together, and somehow while they were sitting in the guitar and getting shipped around and all this kind of stuff, they came undone, and the pickup, it didn't die, but it was not working as well as it previously had. So I pulled this out of the parts box, hooked it up to this output jack on this piece of cardboard. I did this last night, and soldered together those two ends that shall not be used. And what do you know? The pickup works fine. So today I am going to replace the pickup in my Dean with the Dean pickup that I love so much. What I have for a signal chain is obviously into the guitar. I'm going to start off with lower volume because I have high gain settings. But I'm going into my Boss GX100 on a Marshall Silver Jubilee setting. And that is going into the power amp section of my Fender Blues Deluxe. I have the stock speaker in it, and that is mic'd up pretty close to dead center with SM57. First part of the signal chain is Dunlop. Let's see if it'll focus. It's not going to focus on the Dunlop 3mm Gloss pick. And I forgot to turn my mics on. All right. Now the mics are on. Forgive any kind of sloppy or not well done playing. I kind of took about 6 months off from playing electric guitar. I played a lot of music over the summer. It's just most of what I did was acoustic stuff. So not a lot of guitar solos, not a different kind of finesse. Takes a different kind of finesse. And I'm going to do this across my legs because I don't have enough space in my little dingy apartment for a workbench. Oh, got it. I have the strings detuned. Wonder what this would sound like through an amp. Oh, this was also one of those guitars that I wanted all of my pickups to be like level with the strings. So I took a bunch of foam and I put some foam in all of my pickup cavities to kind of push up against the pickups and keep them level. And it kind of works. I mean, this one wasn't level when it was sitting in there, but I'm pretty sure that like this big ugly black wire coming out of it got stuck between the foam and the pickup. If you want to tell me how horrible my soldering and guitar care etiquette are in the comments, please do so. I need the engagement. Oh, I forgot to show you guys how I figured out that this pickup was still good. So I put it in the to my interface and turned the speakers on. Just dry. No amp sims, no amps, no nothing. I tapped the pole pieces with metal stuff. And then I soldered those two loose ends and hooked this up, and I strummed the strings and I moved the pickup like close. It would have made a cool YouTube video moment, but I was just trying to see if this was salvageable. Everything worked out good. All right. And for personal safety while I'm doing all this burning plastic and soldering things, I do have a fan going on in the background, but you know, I've done this enough times that it's not super hard, but it would be a lot easier to put these pickups in if I had taken the strings off, but these are new strings as it is. I don't want to spend the money on strings if I don't have to, so let's get a couple screws in just to keep this from flying off the guitar. Something that is kind of funny is, maybe a year or two before I bought this Dean, I owned a Gibson Flying V. It was the 2018 one, the one in like, I don't think it was wine red. I think it was classic red or something like that. It was an awesome sounding guitar. It's probably one of the best sounding or better sounding guitars I've ever owned. And I actually did own it the same time that I owned this one. It couldn't have been more than like a year and a half, 2 years before the whole Gibson Dean court case, and that would have been a cool video. I haven't seen anyone, if there's anyone watching this who makes videos and who owns a Gibson V and a Dean V, or owns a shop where you have both or something, please make a video like that, because I know my experience, and I know the reason I sold my Gibson, which is the pitch of the neck, like leaving the body, just didn't agree with me. And at the time, I wasn't a fan of thinner necks, and it had a very thin neck. I probably would like it more now, but man, those things have appreciated in value so much. I don't have that kind of money. Not to mention the way that Gibson have handled themselves since 2020, and even before that. I don't want to give them my money. I don't really want to be seen playing using one of their products. The name Gibson just, it doesn't sound as sweet to me as it used to. All right, hey, what's up? I'm back. It has the Dean pickup in there. Works great. It would be hilarious if I tried to fire it up and it didn't work all of a sudden. I'll give you something that I didn't give you last time, which is a clean tone. All right, so there you have it. Dean V again sounds like a Dean V. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I don't know, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. See ya.